so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up.
Good evening everyone. We warmly welcome to the one-day free international webinar on building a strong man spirit structure that works. If you want to become a resource person, a coordinator for free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during this session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening everyone. We warmly welcome to the one-day free international webinar on Building a strong man spirit structure that works. If you want to become a resource person, a coordinate for free online faculty development program. We will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one-day free international webinar on building a strong man spirit structure that works. If you want to become a resource person, a coordinator, or a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one-day free international webinar on building a strong man
Very good
spirit
evening, ma'am.
structure that works. If you want to
Very
become
good
a
evening.
research person, a coordinator for free online faculty development program, we will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during this session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one-day free international webinar on building a strong man spirit structure that works. If you want to become a resource person, a coordinator for free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Our special thanks to you, convener Swati Sunil. Our special thanks to you, convener Swati Sunil, co-convener Vinayak Vidyasagar. Thank you all your explanational effort, contribution and continued support in planning and accelerating this session success. useful. I am Jyoti from Skill Activate. Dr. Aarthi Suresh is an assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration at Wells Institute of Science, Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai. She holds in a PhD in a Management Studies from SAMATS University with a specialization in Human Resource Management and Surveillance. Work-life balance. She has also earned an MBA in General Management from Pondicherry University, Chennai, and a BCom in Commerce and Accountancy from SDNB Vaishnav College for Women, Chennai. Prior to her academic career in Dr. Aarthi Suresh again industry experience at Tata Consultancy Services and Switzerland Global Services. Her areas of expertise including human resource management, work-life balance, safety, welfare, and organizational behavior. She actively contributed to teaching, research, publication, and student mentoring, strong industry academia in management education. It's over to you, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good, good evening, all. Good evening, everyone. I'm Aarthi from the Department of Business Administration, and with today's topic in today's webinar, the topic is about how to write a strong research paper. So we will be seeing how to write a strong research paper, while I'll explain you the important parts of the research paper, such as your title formulation or your abstract writing, how to select your keywords, and how to write an introduction or review of literature, how to frame your methodology, and how to write your conclusion part and your future research scope as well. So this session will be useful for the UG as well as the PG candidates also, and also for the faculty members and for the research scholars. So now moving on to the first topic, that is your title formation. So if you see, the title is the first impression of a research paper. So normally a reader who decides whether the paper is going to move or based on the title. So it gives the best impression. So what a title should contain? It should contain a clear or a specific or concise thing. For example, if you see a good title, if you see a study on education, so study on education is a simple title. So in case to improve your title or to improve the good title, the impact of online, like you can write the impact of online learning on academic performance of undergraduate students. So this is your best title. You can improve your title which this is a strong title that helps the read the attractors, and you can improve the visibility of the paper too. And it gives the clear communication about your research focus, what you're doing, and what your title should say, what is to be presented. So next you will be moving on to the abstract writing. So abstract writing is nothing but your short summary of your research paper. So many readers will read the abstract to understand the study. So while reading your abstract, the full paper should be studied in your abstract. What the abstract should contain? It should contain the background of the study. So the background is nothing but your introduction, a small introduction of your part. And next is your research objectives. So what is the objective of your research? And it should contain your research objectives. Next is your methodology. What type of methodology you are using, whether you are using you are using any SPSS, or which form of methodology you are using, whether it is a primary or secondary. So that methodology should be there, and it should contain your key findings. What are the findings of your study? And then your conclusion part. So the abstract should contain these 5 items so that a reader will read the entire research paper in just few 5 or 10 minutes. So that will be there. And then see the background of the study. So it explains about the general situation or a contact of the research topic. So it tells the reader what is already known, okay, why the topic is important, or what led the researcher to choose this problem. So okay, because for example, if you take an online learning has become widely used in higher education, so due to the economical advancement. So however its an effect on a student's academic performance, it's still debate. So next we will be moving on to the research objective. Research objectives kindly it clears states that what the study aim, what is the aim of the study, and what you have to achieve it. So that will be your research objectives. So it defines your purpose of the research in one way. And next we are moving on to the methodology. What is methodology? Methodology is nothing but it explains how the research was conducted, and how it has been collected, how the data has been collected, how it is analyzed, and the analyze in a simple percentage analysis, or what SPS it is used, and these contains the methodology of the study. Next, we are moving on to the key findings of the study. So, the key findings present the main results of the study. So, they highlight the most important outcome, right? Important outcome of the detailed discussion has been studied here. Next, we are moving on to the conclusion part. So, conclusion is nothing but your overall outcome. Conclusion is your overall outcome of your research. So it links the findings with the objectives and states that the final message, your final message will be conveyed in that study. So these are the for framing of your title, you should frame this. And next is your keyword selection. So while you are writing a research paper, you should select the key findings. Suppose if your title is based upon the study on the learning on academic performance of undergraduate students. So what is the keywords? Online learning is your keyword, and your undergraduate students, you are focusing on the students, so that is your keyword. So selecting a keyword is very important, so that gives the main idea of your research. So the reader or the journal would helps to search the papers very easily through your keywords. So a good keyword should contain like your online learning, academic performance. So it should give the clear key title, so that a good key title which is directly related to your topic, and it appears in the title also and in abstract also, and also it improves the research visibility. So next we are moving on how to write the introduction slides. So first we are moving on to the introduction is nothing but why the research is needed. So it basically sets the context of the study. So introduction, usually if you see what and all it should be included, it should be included the background, your research problem of your study, your research objectives of your study, and the importance of your study. So the introduction should move from the general information to the specific research focus. Okay, so that you will be focusing. Next, if you see, the background of the topic is nothing but it gives you the overall view of the subject area, and it also explains the general situation. So whether if you are existing condition and why this topic is relevant today, it helps the readers to understand the context of the study. So for next, if you see the research problem, see the research problem identifies the specific issue. So what is the issue of your 1 minute, I'll move the slide. Okay, introduction, if you see. So the research problem, it identifies the specific issue or a gap or the studies that aims to address what it have to address, or it explains what is not properly addressed and or what needs to be studied further. So it explains the research problem. Next comes your research objectives. So research objectives is nothing but you're stating very clearly that what the study intends to achieve. So they guide the direction of the research and it keeps very focused. So for example, if you see the study of effectiveness of online learning, so you are focusing on your research objectives. So what is your objective here is to study the effectiveness of online learning. So that is your objective. So you will be stating that clearly. Next comes your importance of the study. Why this research is important? Why the research is valuable? Why my research is gets valuable? It highlights mainly who will get benefited and what and how they will be get benefited and how will the findings can be used in the other paper. So your research should mainly focus the importance of the study. Next we are going to see how to write a literature review. Normally if you are focusing on a literature review part, you have to focus mainly on the research gaps, to identify your research gaps which has been earlier studies. Next is you have to state the literature review in the recent study. Suppose you are referring a paper, you are writing, you should focus on the recent research studies which is within the 10 years. So you will be focusing on 2025 papers, 24 papers, 23 papers, your last 10 years of research. So that gives you the so while the reader or the editor reads your paper, so they will get a good knowledge that your paper is only based on your these latest trends of your research. So next is how to it shows that what your research already exists, and also it justifies the need for presenting your research paper. So your literature review must be split into 2-3 keywords, like you have to mention your author and which year that the author has been which year you have been verified that paper, and also you have
Madam, excuse me, madam, your screen is not visible, madam. Please.
Screen, sir.
Okay,
1 minute.
Up to that introduction part, it was, but right now, sorry to say.
Now it is okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is visible and audible.
Okay, okay.
Actually, it is not in full screen.
Okay, it is not in full screen. 1 minute. Okay, now you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next. These are the research literature of your review, so that you can refer your recent literature topics which have been covered, and also you can justify the need of your present research also by writing this literature review. You can refer the author, plus you have to mention the year which you have been referring the author, and also you should write, you are writing a literature review or based upon the findings of the previous studies. So you are writing that. So that will be your literature review. Next, we are moving on to explaining your research methodology. So research methodology includes how your research was conducted, what are the research designs, and how the data has been collected, or how the data methods have been used, like your sample size, your tools or techniques used. So if you take for you will be mentioning the four details here, which is your research design. Research design is nothing but which tools you have been used or techniques you have been used. And then you will be moving on to the data collection method, whether your data is a primary data or a secondary data. You will be mentioning that, and how much amount of data you have been collected in the research methodology. So if you take for example, if you are focusing on a thesis, you have to at least focus on 500 to 600 data collection, so that you will be giving these amount of data has been collected in my research, so that your data will give a valid result. And also it should focus on the sample size. So mentioning your sample size is one of the most main study of what you are doing. And then also it gives a clear methodology about your validity and reliability or transparency, so that the other researchers should be able to replicate your study. So while mentioning your research methodology, you can focus on these four topics mainly. Next, we are moving on to writing a strong conclusion. How you will be writing your conclusion part. So your conclusion is nothing but your summarizing of your main study. So what you are summarizing in your main study, that will be your conclusion. So first it states the it restates the research objectives. So next is you will be highlighting the key results of your findings. So that will be in your conclusion part. Next is you will show the contribution of your study. How much the contribution is. You will show the contribution of your study. So it should not introduce a new information. Okay, already the available information only you will be focusing. So the conclusion part will conduct these statements. And moving on to the future scope of the study. So this section explains that what the future research can study further. So you're focusing on your future data. The further your future researchers will study what they will be replicating your study. So it should include the limitation of your current study. What is your limitation? And it should also focus on your unanswered questions in your study. So what are the unanswered question will be the future scope of your next research. Next is your new areas identified during your research. What are the new ideas that you are identifying during your research time? So it guides the future academic work also, as well as it shows the research maturity of your future data. Next is your next we will be moving on to a basic your shows the contribution of your study. What are the contributions? So if you see how the research adds the value of your data, so the existing knowledge or practice, so it shows what is the new or a useful about your study. So you will be mentioning that contribution of your study. So next you will be referring a reference section, so that the authors which you have referred in their literature review will come in your reference section. So while you are presenting these qualities in your research paper, your research will become good, and also the editor could be able to read your research in a better way. So these are the few areas I could cover, and if you're having any doubts, you can just ask me. If you are having any doubts, you can just post it. I hope I have given some few thoughts or knowledge about how to write a research paper. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Hello.
ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Ma'am, there's a small doubt. How to
Okay.
find out the research gap in review literature, ma'am, when I choose one topic?
Okay. So you can
Uh,
focus us on the objective of your previous study, sir. So they have used some methods, or their findings and conclusion will be your. It may relate to your present papers, and also
okay.
identify what has already been studied. So that if
Okay.
your topic has already been covered, or the variables already been examined, or if you see the population or a location you have focused has already been studied, so you can look upon that. And you can, if they
Hmm.
are focused on a small sample size, you can just limit it to a big, or you can just limited your geographical area of your study. So by this way you can find the research gap.
Okay. From where to
Sorry, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, just I would like to ask one thing. Nowadays,
Yes.
various AI tools are available. So,
Oh,
can we use AI tools and draft our manuscript?
sorry, can you re-ask me? I'm not audible. You are not audible,
Hello,
sorry.
ma'am.
Huh.
I am audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible. Hello? Hello, ma'am?
Ma'am, I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah, you are audible. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to know nowadays various AI tools are available. So, can we
Rare
use those
tools.
AI tools?
Rare tools?
AI tools.
AI tools. Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am, tell me. AI tools, you are asking me whether you can use the AI tools.
Whether it is like authenticate, we can use it or not, or AI plagiarism also comes into the picture. So, if you can guide about this.
AI tools is not a good way to use in your research paper, because you can just refer them, but you can it is not preferable to use it.
Okay.
Just you can use the SPSS, or you can use the PSL And you can use some more, ma'am. You can just avoid the AI content fully because the AI tools which is available.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I have one doubt. Actually, the review paper itself a compilation of other research data. When we writing review paper, how to avoid plagiarism from the other papers?
Okay, sir. So, while you are how to avoid your plagiarism, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So make sure that you fully understand your meaning. Okay. So the content of your study, and you can just you can use the paraphrase tool which has been available like your quillbot or something. It's not just you have to use that fully. You can just use it in a restructured way.
Okay, when I use a paraphrase, it is become AI used one.
Yeah, that is only you can use it. It is in a restructured sentence. You can use while the sentence is mentioned in a paper, you can just reframe it on your own.
Okay, actually, we can use for grammar correction for
Yeah,
AI.
yeah, you can use it for a grammar correction too. But what I'm saying is you can restructure with your phenomenon, your meaning, or you can reframe your sentence. So like that you can do. You can note the key points.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for explaining about some topics like
Thank
importance
you.
of. Oh,
Okay.
thank you, ma'am. Importance
Thank
of
you all.
Manuscript structure, organizing a section for clarity and impact.
Thank you all for providing me this opportunity. I feel very happy and for interacting with you also. Thank you for giving me a clarity in this topic also. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including Scopus, SJ, patents, copyrights, thesis, textbook, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group, link in the chat box as well as comment section. Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers the publication services including essays, scopus, patents, copyrights, thesis, textbooks, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group, link in chat box as well as comment section. We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate.
Have you shared the feedback link here, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Uh, the feedback link is shared in the messages, sir, or in the WhatsApp group, sir?
We will provide in Google Meet and also YouTube, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate.
Madam, that feedback what they are shared, not getting anything, madam.
We will reshare, sir. Please check it, sir.